What do you think, Lou, of these SCA warriors? Because it was pretty tough love to date. That's to be said.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, we're kind of finishing on talking about energy and a positive energy. And I think, that would be, I'm looking over my notes, and energy, energy, energy is written right across. So I think that's the real big takeaway. And I mean that in various different respects. One of them being is that my sense is that a lot of you have anxiety, understandably, around the exam, but I think that's feeding into your consultations. There's a hesitancy, there's a lack of confidence in the way that you're presenting, the way that you're consulting, and therefore that then there's a counter transference there. So then I'm not quite trusting in what you're saying to me. So I just, and it's hard just to say, have confidence, but you're in a
Yeah.
good place now. You've got these tools that, Nigel's like success rate isn't what it is for nothing. Like, if you apply these tools, there's no reason why you cannot pass this exam. You've got everything you need now. You're all lovely people, so that's a given. So it's just applying this work, and take confidence from that you've got the tools now. So I really want you, I dare you to enjoy this
Yeah.
exam. I know that
I
sounds
love that.
crazy,
Oh, that's
but
amazing.
I dare you to go in with the attitude of, like, do you know what? I've gone into being a doctor because I love doing this. I want to be a GP. So go in and be a blooming GP. Like,
Hmm.
go in and do what you want to be doing and enjoy it the way that you want to be enjoying it. The difficulties, the good things. You don't get good, lovely moments if you don't have the harder moments. So embrace all of them. Embrace the difficult negotiations, embrace the angry patients, embrace the emotive patients. What a privilege it is for you to bear witness to someone's pain. That's a privilege. So I think, embrace all of that. The harder cases, the one you're dreading, go, right, okay, I'm dreading this, but it's going to be a challenge. I'm going to take it on. I'm going to do it. So I dare you to kind of go into the
Oh,
exam
I
with
love
that
that.
energy.
I,
And following on from that, just general, oh, go on, Nigel. Yeah.
no, sorry, you go. You go.
Yeah, just kind of following on from that, I think it will then help with this AEE, which I think again was missing. So this real acknowledgement, oh, I hear you, so not met with silence, don't meet patients with silence, or with processing words, the okays, the hmms, the whatevers, that's fine. Hear it, and if you're hearing it, you should be able to acknowledge it sincerely, and that can be, oh God, if you're hearing it, you should feel empathy to it, if you're a human being, if you're a normal human. So you
Yeah.
hear.
Sorry, Meher. If you're an abnormal human, then you won't. But if you're normal, then you will.
So meet that. I'm sorry to hear you're feeling that way. Just as simple as that. Like, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see how we can help you. And then that empathy, that energy again is so important. How can I help? That's the positive thing now. So this is where your tone can match your enthusiasm in terms of how you can help. So AEE needs working on. And the final thing is just, really explore the patient's narrative. Nigel talked about it at the end there, but explore their narrative. It's important, how these things come about, how these things affect us day to day. Sometimes they're a bigger issue than the actual physical complaint. So, it's important that they are explored. I think, as Nigel says, this is a narrative driven exam. It's not a diagnosis driven exam. So explore the narrative, be curious. I think for all of you, I think you can afford to engage more with your patient, and then hopefully you'll get out of your own way instead of being in your own head. If you're really
Mm.
truly listening, then it should be natural.
Yeah, I think this is amazing. Thank you. Very inspiring, Lou, because for me, in general practice, in these very challenging times, you're the drug as the doctor. You are, you know. And if you don't know how to dispense yourself in the right way, if you get caught up in negative transference, it's going to be very miserable. You should always rise to the challenge. I love challenges, but we'll leave you on this, which is that energy creates energy. It's very, very important to remember that. A round of applause for Lou. Thank you so much for your inspiring
Luck,
words.
everyone. Good luck.
And we'll catch you soon, Lou. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's start talking